Lion Guard as they protect the Pride Lands and defend the Circle of Life. One day, out on patrol, the Lion Guard spotted hyenas hunting in the Pride Lands. Again. Janja, Chongu, and Cheesy tried to get away. But Kion charged out in front of the pack.
Get out of here, Janja!
Janja backed away.
Okay. See, we're back in the Outlands. You happy?
Bunga shook his fist at the hyenas as they ran off.
And this time, stay there!
Kion was proud of his team.
Nice work, everybody. Let's go.
Before the hyenas had gone very far, Janja turned around.
All right, come on, fellas.
Chongu and Cheesy were nervous. They didn't want to run into the Lion Guard again. But Janja kept walking.
If I want to go into the Pride Lands, we go into the Pride Lands.
High above, Ono was keeping a keen eye on the hyenas. As soon as they headed back toward the Pride Lands, he flew off to find Kion. Moments later, the hyenas were surprised to see Kion's mom, Nala.
Janja, what do you think you're doing in the Pride Lands?
Cheesy and Chongu didn't want any problems with the queen. But Janja was reckless.
She ain't so tough. Out here all alone?
The hyenas surrounded Nala and started to growl. Suddenly, Janja leaped toward Nala. Kion heard the fighting and rushed to see what was happening. He couldn't believe Janja would attack his mother.
Get away from my mom!
Then, feeling the anger building inside of him, Kion let out the mightiest roar ever. The hyenas all ran away with their tails between their legs. Nala smiled at her son.
Thank you, Kion.
Meanwhile, the strength of Kion's roar slammed into a cliff wall and bounced back, getting louder and louder as it came closer. The ground rumbled and shook, knocking everyone off their feet. Then, the earth cracked open under Nala, and she slipped in.
Hang on!
Kion reached down as far as he could.
Almost! Gotcha!
Kion took a second to catch his breath.
Mom, are you okay?
I'm all right, Kion. Thanks to you.
Kion was relieved, but when he looked out over the landscape, he couldn't believe how much damage he had caused.
The roar did all this?
Then, Kion noticed his friend Ono. The roar had knocked the egret's head feathers off. He was completely bald.
Huh, funny. Suddenly my head's kind of cold.
Back at the Lion Guard lair, Ono saw his reflection in the water.
Oh no! That's me? What are all the other egrets going to say? My head looks weird without feathers.
Bunga tried to make Ono feel better.
Then you'll stand out!
Meanwhile, Kion stared at a painting on the wall. The painting showed Kion's great-uncle Scar. He too had had the power of the roar. But he became hateful and used the roar for evil. Kion's dad, Simba, had warned Kion that if he used the roar in anger, he could end up like Scar. Bunga looked at the painting too.
My uncles say Scar was the worst lion ever. Good thing you're the one with the roar now, huh?
Kion turned away.
Yeah. Good thing.
But something was still troubling him. All of a sudden, Zazu flew into the lair. He explained to the Lion Guard that a rock slide had cut the giraffes off from their watering hole. Kion was ready to help.
We're on it. Till the Pride Lands end?
But Ono was too embarrassed to go anywhere. Kion faced his friend.
Come on, we need you.
It took some work, but the guard finally convinced Ono to join them.
Okay, Lion guard defend! Lion guard defend!
A long line of thirsty giraffes had formed at the watering hole. The rock slide had created a wall around it. The lion guard had to find a solution. Bunga soon came up with a plan.
You could just use the roar and blast those rocks away. Use the roar! Use the roar!
But Kion had a different idea.
Beshti, if you move that one big rock, it'll open up the whole thing.
Beshti leaned against the boulder and pushed. Suddenly, the whole rock wall came tumbling down, splashing everyone. Bunga shook off the water.
Great news, giraffes! Your watering hole's back open! Plenty of water for everyone!
As they left the watering hole, the lion guard heard the cries of a baby klipspringer. It was stranded in the middle of the river. Ono circled overhead for a better look.
Don't worry, little guy. We'll get you to safety. Somehow.
Bunga turned to Kion,
So just stop the water. You could do it with the roar.
but Kion wanted to find another way.
Beshti, that dead tree. We can use that to get it.
Beshti pushed the tree over to make a bridge. Then, Kion started across, but the rotten tree crumbled under his paws. Fuli, Bunga, and Beshti ran out to help, but the tree splintered under their weight, tossing them all into the river. Luckily, the startled klipspringer leaped into the air and landed safely on the riverbank. The lion guard made their way to shore, soaking wet but safe. As they dried off, Bunga asked Kion a question.
Hey, Kion, how come you didn't just use the roar back there? After what happened with my mom, I'm afraid I might hurt someone else with the roar. I don't know if I should ever use the roar again.
Bunga couldn't believe it. Neither could Maku, who was lurking in the river. He chuckled to himself.
So, Kion's afraid to use the roar. Interesting. It looks like it's time to make my move.
Later that day, when Kion was alone, the spirit of his grandfather Mufasa appeared. Kion told him about the roar.
The last time I used it, I was really angry, and it caused so much destruction. I'm worried that I might turn into Scar.
When Mufasa asked why Kion had been so angry, Kion told him about the hyenas.
They were attacking my mom.
Mufasa explained that Scar had been selfish. He'd never cared for anyone the way that Kion did. Mufasa suggested that Kion speak to the one he cared so much about, his mother. And then he was gone. Meanwhile, Maku and his band of crocodiles crept silently toward the floodplains, where dozens of animals were peacefully enjoying the water. On Maku's signal, the crocodiles charged. Flamingos and egrets flew into the sky. Zebras and mongooses ran in terror.
That's right. Run! And tell all your friends, the floodplains now belong to the crocodiles.
Back at the lair, Bunga covered Ono's bald spot with petals and leaves.
Oh, I don't know about this, Bunga.
Trust me. Almost done. Just a little more off the top.
Just then, Fuli rushed in. A mongoose told her that Maku and his gang had taken over the floodplains. The lion guard knew they had to help. Ono flew off to find Kion, while Bunga, Fuli, and Beshti rushed to face the crocodiles. It didn't take long to find Maku. Bunga shouted a warning.
Get out, or we'll throw you out.
Maku just laughed.
Without your fearless leader, or should I say, your roarless leader? Too much of a coward to use his roar.
The guard didn't understand, but they knew they didn't need the roar to defend the Pride Lands. Maku lunged at Fuli, jaws snapping, but she quickly spun out of the way. Bunga took a flying leap.
Zookazama!
He landed with a splash on a crocodile snout, clamping its mouth shut.
Take that!
Then, Beshti body-slammed the other croc, while Fuli got behind Maku and pounced on his back. But Maku was not about to give up. He twisted away from Fuli and called more crocs to the fight.
Did you think I'd try to take over the whole floodplain with only 3 crocodiles?
Bunga shrugged.
I kinda did.
Meanwhile, Kion spoke with his mom.
I know I'm not supposed to use the roar in anger, but I did. Can you ever forgive me?
Nala laughed softly.
Forgive you? There's nothing to forgive. You were saving my life.
Kion shook his head.
But the roar created that earthquake and you fell in. Ever since, I've been afraid to use the roar.
A roar is a part of who you are. You can't just stop using it. I trust you.
Kion thought about his mother's words. Just then, Ono swooped down to tell Kion about the crocodiles.
Maku, what's he done this?
Kion stopped mid-sentence.
Oh no? What's on your head?
It's a Bunga original. I'll explain on the way. Follow me.
Kion, Nala, and Ono joined the rest of the guard to face the crocodiles.
Maku, these floodplains aren't yours. And if you're not willing to share, then it's time to leave.
Maku sneered.
We crocodiles keep what we take.
Suddenly, 2 crocs burst out of the water and grabbed Nala.
Mom!
Kion was about to roar, but he stopped himself.
No, not in anger.
Maku smiled, thinking he had won. Nala looked at her son.
Kion, trust yourself.
That was just what Kion needed to hear. He took a deep breath and let out a huge roar. The power of the blast blew away the crocodiles who had been holding Nala. She was free. But Kion wasn't done yet.
Next time when I say go, you leave.
Kion's roar smacked into Maku and the rest of the crocs, sending them flying heads over tails through the air. Bunga ran over to Kion.
That was unbunga-leevable!
Kion smiled.
Guess I just had to have a little faith in myself.
Nala was proud, but not surprised.
I've always had faith in you.
Ono joined the others to share some good news.
My feathers have already started to grow back. I'll be back to looking like a normal egret in no time.
Just then, 2 egrets with completely bald heads landed nearby.
Hey guys, look!
Ono had started a trend.